Hello everyone, I'm Christina, and in today's video I'm going to share the top 5 online teaching companies, and I'm going to compare them by benefits, requirements, and also salary. So let's jump right into number 1, which is AllSchool. Now, AllSchool is actually founded in Singapore, and they offer an interactive teaching platform for independent teachers. So they have students worldwide, including the US and Asia, and the students range from age 3 to 18 years old. Now let's go into the requirement for teaching for AllSchool. The first requirement is that you need to be a native English speaker from the US, Canada, UK, Australia, Ireland, or New Zealand. Now, teachers do not need to be living in those countries in order to teach for AllSchool, but you do have to be from those countries. So you can definitely live abroad and teach on AllSchool. Next, you need to have teaching experience, and it could be in any type of setting, whether it's babysitting, tutoring, maybe like at your job meetings. As long as you have experience is required. Then you need to have a teaching certificate, which is a TEFL certificate, and I have a link in the description box for you to get one at only $20, so it's easy to get that. And lastly, AllSchool prefers teachers to offer their own courses on the platform. I do believe they have courses you can teach, but they prefer when teachers come in and create their own courses, and then those are the courses that they sell to the students. Now let's talk about salary. Now, teachers on AllSchool are allowed to set their own rate at no limit. AllSchool will just take a 10% commission if you are using their platform when you're teaching. If you decide, however, to use Zoom, they will take a 15% commission on your course. And AllSchool pays through bank wire transfer every 7 or 14 days after your class. And AllSchool actually pays if there's a student no-show, as long as you stay in the class for up to 10 minutes. Now, before I talk about the benefits, I just want to let you know that I do have an application guideline or hiring guide in the description box for you if you're interested in teaching with AllSchool. Now, the benefits that I would say that are very important are the ability to set your own price and your class type. So what's really cool about that is that if you have group classes, you can do group classes. Let's say you wanted to do 10 students or maybe 5 students, you can charge how much you want. If you wanted to make maybe 50, 60, $100 an hour, depending on how many students you put on the class, you can actually make that in 1 hour. All right, so the second company is Protostar, and Protostar is based out of Seattle, Washington in the USA, and their goal is to provide high quality education to children in Asia. Now, they do that by offering fixed class schedules where you teach the same students for at least 18 weeks or longer. Now, the requirement for you to teach on Protostar is that you need to be a native English speaker, you need to have a bachelor's degree or above, and it could be in any field. You also need to have a minimum 1 year in-class teaching experience, but they actually do prefer, as you say here, online ESL teaching experience is preferred. So if you don't have the in-class experience, the online experience is actually preferred. And you need to have a TEFL certificate or a teaching certificate. Now let's go into the salary. Now at Protostar, you can earn up to $22 per lesson for 40 minutes of class. This consists of $15 base pay plus $7 bonus pay based on attendance and performance. Now, the benefits when it comes to working for Protostar, I definitely think are the fact that they provide you with the curriculum, so it's easier for you to just get started because you don't have to create anything, and the fact that you have consistent classes offered. So this is a good option for anyone that's looking into first starting into teaching English online. All right, so the third company is Synthesis. And Synthesis is an innovative learning experience designed to help kids deal with complex problems in a collaborative way by using problem solving and critical thinking techniques. So essentially, you will be teaching life skills to those kids. And the students that you will be teaching are from ages 6 to 14 years old. Now, the requirements for you to teach on Synthesis are very simple. You must have access to a computer, reliable internet connection, and a quiet space to work remotely. Now, the salaries at Synthesis are by far the highest that I've seen for a teaching company. However, there is a catch. So, teaching on Synthesis, you will get paid $50 per hour. However, you can only work about 10 hours per week. So I feel it's a great option as a side hustle. Maybe you want to do a couple of hours on the weekend. Now, the benefits for working for Synthesis, I feel, are that they are innovative. So you're not teaching just regular class schedules. You are going to be teaching kids like life skills, things that are going to help them grow. So I think it's more interesting as a teacher to see the children be able to work together and solve problems together. So I think that is the part that will make it more interesting instead of teaching regular subjects. All right, so number 4 is OutSchool. And OutSchool is a company based out of San Francisco, California in the USA, and they are a marketplace that hires teachers from the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, England, or Wales. Now, OutSchool is actually very similar to AllSchool, the first company that I mentioned in this video. And the difference between them is that in order for you to teach for OutSchool, you have to actually be living in the countries that I mentioned above. So if you are a citizen of the US, you have to be living in the US in order for you to teach in OutSchool. So you cannot be a traveling teacher, you cannot be teaching abroad or living abroad while you are teaching for OutSchool. And if you think that you can just go around that system, they actually do yearly background checks so you can see where you are. So unfortunately, if you are going to teach for OutSchool, you have to be living in your country. And the other differences is that OutSchool will take a 30% commission on your courses when you're teaching with them. Now, if we talk about the benefits of working for OutSchool, it's very similar to AllSchool, like I said before, and they have a little bit more users in their country, so in your home country, so the time difference might be easier for you in that sense. All right, so the 5th and final online teaching company is Preply. And Preply is actually a Ukrainian company, but they are now based in the US. They are an online platform for independent tutors. You can teach any language, you can teach adults or children, you can set your own hourly rate, and there's no mandatory teaching props or background needed. Now, the requirements for you to teach on Preply are for you to have good, stable internet. You need to have a teaching certificate, whether you're deciding to teach English or any other language, because they are a language platform, so you can teach any language on there. So if you want to teach English, it's recommended for you to have a teaching certificate. If you want to teach Spanish, you can get a Spanish certificate. And obviously having a good, stable internet is a must for teaching for any of those companies. All right, so let's talk about salary. Now, at Preply, you can set your own rate as a teacher, but on average, teachers make about $25 per hour. And the commission based on Preply is from 18 to 33%. The company will take a certain percentage on your classes, depending on which level that you are. Now, one of the benefits I find on Preply is that they are known for conversational classes. So a lot of students go there to find teachers to carry on conversation, to expand their language. And like I said before, another benefit is that you can teach any language on this platform. It's not just English. So it's a good opportunity for anyone that speaks more than one language to teach on Preply. All right, guys, so these are my top 5 online teaching companies that I find have the highest pay or are more well known. Now, this is obviously from my personal research, but I definitely want to hear from you. If you have any companies that you feel I haven't mentioned here, but you think are really good companies as well, please let us know in the comments. And don't forget to check the description box for my hiring guides and for any other teaching resources. All right, guys, make sure you like and subscribe to this video if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.